armed with only a camera. America's most daring journalists
The crash, we got a pursuit.
risk their lives to bring you breaking news.
You have to be an idiot to start shooting at the cops when there's 50 cops already standing here.
Tonight on Stringers. A ruthless gang terrorizing an innocent victim.
I've never seen anything like that before. I mean, he's covered in blood.
A family drama plays out in the fast lane.
Dude, he was driving 100 miles an hour with his kids.
And a horse's life hangs in the balance. We're riding shotgun with Stringers, LA. Port of Los Angeles, a rough neighborhood turned battleground. There've already been 3 shootouts there in the past week. Stringer Scott Lane is en route to number 4.
There is definitely a war going on here. Gangsters are shooting gangsters. Cops are shooting gangsters.
Scott arrives to find the streets on lockdown, an army of police officers in battle mode.
We are not in the best of neighborhoods. It's an officer-involved shooting. They shot and killed a suspect.
But the Stringer quickly realizes he got here too late.
A lot of yellow tape, a lot of officers. There's a lot of cops here. Looks like I pretty much missed a really good story.
Just as Scott is about to leave, he hears screams and gunfire nearby. It's not clear who's firing the shots or where they're coming from. Scott has no police radio to let him know what's going on, but he's determined to find the action.
There's something definitely going on over there. Come on, come on, come on.
Scott zooms in on cops running for cover. They seem to know where the gunman is.
Are you kidding me? You have to be an idiot to start shooting at the cops when there's 20, 50 cops already standing here.
More shots are fired, this time by the cops. They take down the shooter, but have no idea if there's another gunman in the shadows. Without a bulletproof vest, the cameraman is a sitting duck.
Where your shot comes from depends on what you get on tape, and that means everything. I'm taking a little bit of a chance right now, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Police move in.
They're running in to grab somebody? Holy Dude, they just went in and grabbed somebody and pulled him out.
This time, Scott has the footage. Now it's a race to get it on the air first.
Let's go, I got my shot, let's go. There was one other stringer there. Bless the guy's heart, you know, he doesn't have it in him to go, you know, put himself in danger. I definitely got better shots than he did.
Scott's video leads the local news.
4 officer-involved shootings within this week have left neighbors shocked and bewildered.
Midnight gunfire Thursday night that left 49-year-old lying injured in this Wilmington neighborhood, the result of an officer-involved shooting. Police moved fast to bring him to safety and to protect themselves from a night of random gunfire.
Sometimes you cross the line. That was definitely one of them, but your adrenaline, your thoughts, your happiness, everything gets in the way of clear thinking. There was no clear thinking at all there, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to get the shot. And I got the shot. I got the shot. I got the shot.
It's after midnight, and even though Scott has a story on the air, he's still on the hunt for news. But he's not the only stringer out there.
You know, the boys are out right now, the Brits, they're floating around. We're talking to each other. We know what call to go to, what, you know, who's gonna go to what. We might all go to it, but the one who gets to sell it is the one who got there first.
British-born stringer Howard Raishbrook has just picked up a call of a car crash rescue in South LA.
There's a physical rescue traffic accident. When they call it physical rescue, somebody's trapped inside the vehicle, so it's usually a pretty gnarly crash, maybe an overturned vehicle.
Any incident like this can bring out fierce competition between stringers, especially when it's the only story going on at the moment.
Yeah, I'm going to Arlington and Washington. I'm getting on the 110 now from Slauson.
Yeah, right. I'm on it.
Okay, what happened to going to Valley on the 10? I thought you were going to the 10 at the 710 to that motorcycle accident.
Don't give me attitude about it, just do what you like.
Now Scott is determined to beat Howard to the scene.
I'm racing my own guy to the story.
Coming up, Scott and Howard shoot it out.
It's a vehicle into a pole with one person trapped.
And a high-speed chase that leaves everyone in shock.
Dude, he was driving 100 miles an hour with his kids.
It's after midnight in South Central LA. Stringers Scott Lane and Howard Raishbrook are racing each other to the scene.
I thought you were going to the 10 at the 710 to that motorcycle accident.
Just don't give me attitude about it, just do what you like. Let's see here.
As Scott arrives, Howard is already rolling tape on a driver that has just plowed into a lamppost.
This is a physical rescue where somebody's trapped inside of a vehicle. The money shot for me is going to be them ripping the roof off, pulling the victim out. Now you can hear they have to soar into the car now. They're about to peel the roof off. She's on the stretcher now. She's going to head to that ambulance, and that's the other money shot. They always use that shot.
So he has a really good story, you know? Unlike us. It's not my story.
Oh, that's the first story of the night.
My heart just drops when I see that, because I know how bad I want it. All of a sudden we have everything, and then we have nothing.
Desperate for an exclusive, Scott picks up on what could be a bigger story already in progress.
This guy's been being chased for about 45 minutes, came out of Lancaster, 100 miles an hour, has 2 kids in the car. Don't know why he's being chased, I just know it's on every channel.
Scott knows other stringers will be tailing the police, so he takes a different tack.
His car is registered to an address in Santa Fe Springs, so we're gonna go take a chance and rather wait for this thing to come to us on the 5 and get behind it with the rest of the world. We're gonna try to get in front of it and go to where it's gonna end. I'm hoping it ends here in Santa Fe Springs.
He hears over the scanner that the suspect fled with his kids after a violent domestic dispute. His gut tells him the disgruntled dad is headed home.
Every news station is behind him and above him. It will be a circus here. How quiet it is right now. It won't be for long.
Scott sees a woman on the suspect's lawn and believes it's the wife. She's pleading with someone to give up. Suddenly, a police chopper appears. Sure enough, the suspect is coming home.
Here they come.
Scott's instinct was right on target. The woman puts herself right in the middle of the showdown. The cops order her to move, but she refuses.
Dude, what is she doing? Oh my gosh. She is getting in the way. She can get shot.
She's about as uncontrollable as her husband. just when it seems the police have the situation under control, the suspect makes a sudden move. With police guns trained on him, his children head for the house, unaware of the grave danger they've just been through.
Looks like there's 2 kids in there. Dude, he was driving 100 miles an hour with his kids? Now that he's in custody, we can move.
Surrounded by news cameras, the suspect starts talking.
Let the news hear it. Let the news hear it.
Despite the media circus, Scott knows his coverage is unbeatable.
And as soon as he got in handcuffs, you saw the whole world just run over here. Who got the shot? They were all standing over there at the corner. I was standing right here 10 feet from it. You cannot beat that. You can't beat it. Hello? I'm fine. Yeah, I'm on my way home. Thanks for caring. Love you too. Bye. Dude, I'm like 33. I'm the only stringer that gets a phone call every morning from their mom at 5 a.m.
Coming up, a gangland beating with no cops in sight.
Watch out, watch out. Get down a bit, get down. Why doesn't 911 pick up?
And a car crash that leaves victims in sight of the camera, but out of rescuers' reach. South Central Los Angeles. Marc Raishbrook has just arrived from London to join his brother Howard in the family business.
Yeah, this freeway goes south from downtown. It goes all the way down to San Pedro.
For a rookie stringer, this means trial by fire. There's no better training than a night on these streets, where drug deals, shootings, and gang fighting are rampant. Howard notices a rowdy group of teenagers.
There's a guy in the middle of the street.
The gang viciously kicks and punches a boy to the ground.
They're all jumping on it.
Watch out, watch out. Get down a bit, get down a bit.
It's a terrifying situation. Howard calls for help.
Why doesn't 911 pick up?
He fears this kid may be beaten to death right in front of him.
That's ridiculous.
No, they're all joining in.
They're shooting, the shots fired. Crenshaw and Slauson, Crenshaw and Slauson. 15 plus people jumping at a guy in the middle of the street.
The brothers don't dare get out of the car for fear the gang will turn on them. This scene is too explosive.
Don't get out yet.
There's a police car there. I didn't even see what this guy did. I mean, he's walking across the street and just gets jumped.
Even for a hardened stringer like Howard, the teenager's sheer brutality is shocking.
Never seen anything like that before. That's actually what scares me. It looks like his family member or somebody's trying to help him.
Howard normally sells his footage to the news. This time, he turns the tape over to police to help them nail the attackers.
I can't believe it, though. One person's just getting their ass kicked by that many people.
And that's the scary thing about it, is it happens all the time.
Marc, a rookie, has never witnessed this kind of unbridled brutality and starts having second thoughts about the job.
This is crazy. Does this happen every night?
That's what it takes to, if we want to get these good news stories, we're going to be in the mix of this kind of stuff.
I'll have to think about it.
While the younger Raishbrook runs the tape to the police station, Howard stays out to look for more action.
So Marc's going to have to think really hard about getting into this industry because this is the kind of stuff we see on a daily basis.
Just north of downtown, fire rescue is called to a crash off the 110 freeway.
This stretch of the 110 freeway north of downtown is notorious for bad car wrecks. It's about 2 o'clock, so you're going to have some DUI drivers come around these curves. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way. Hello? No, we got a vehicle over the side. This is going to be one of those frustrating times where you can't get anywhere near it. Where can I park? Can I park on the... Is there anywhere to park? Oh, this is bad. So we've got one male who was ejected from the vehicle. He's lying in the river. One female looks like she's still in the back of the vehicle. She's alert and conscious. He doesn't look too good.
Howard tries to help firefighters find a way down to the victims. With people's lives at stake, the news can wait.
There's absolutely no access. I wonder if we can get down that way. This is not a good situation for them. This is where I feel helpless.
Coming up, can rescuers save the victims before it's too late?
20 feet from these people and we can't do anything to help them.
And later, a very different kind of rescue with a 3,000-pound victim. A car has plunged 40 feet off one of LA's most treacherous freeways, and rescuers can't get to the victims. All stringer Howard Raishbrook can do is watch.
20 feet from these people and we can't do anything to help them. This is where I feel helpless.
Incredibly, some passers-by have managed to climb down the other side of the embankment. Medical supplies are brought in.
He doesn't look good. And then one female in the back of the vehicle. She looks in pain.
Out of options, firefighters make a desperate move. They race to save the man. He's alive, but not moving.
That's bad. The guy is lying in the river. This is not a good situation for them. She's at least conscious, but he looks pretty bad.
Finally, the ambulance arrives to rush the victims to the hospital. As a stringer with limited means to help, Howard is struck by this senseless accident.
So that's the harsh reality of this. I mean, it could happen to anybody at any time. He was happy having fun an hour ago, and now he's fighting for his life.
Most stringers work by night and sleep by day. But this morning, Josh Harville is headed to a story that doesn't involve mayhem, but the stations will still want it.
I just got a call from a guy that was listening to the radios and said he heard a call of a large horse stuck in a well, possibly at Clydesdale. Just about to pull up here.
LA County Animal Rescue is on the scene.
The danger that was involved is that, number one, the horse, when he went into this cesspool, he could have broken his leg.
And if that's the case, he'll have to be put down.
It's going to be a real extended extrication because it's a big horse and almost takes up the whole entire width of the well.
Josh is just a few feet from the 3,000-pound Clydesdale. But the animal doesn't seem bothered by the camera. He just wants out.
They're going to put a harness around it and see if they can pull it straight up in the air.
A veterinarian administers a sedative.
If it jumps around, it could injure itself.
But as soon as they start lifting the huge horse, he thrashes out of the harness. With the horse getting more and more distressed, Josh knows that time is running out. Rescuers reattach the harness, this time to his belly. Finally, success. And after a little coaxing, the horse is back on its feet.
This is a great story. I'm the only one here. I was hoping that none of the actual news stations showed up because then they wouldn't need my video. Now I just got to deliver it.
And he does, just in time for the evening news.
First on 3 tonight, a 3-ton horse was rescued after falling down an abandoned septic tank. The horse was pulled out with a tractor along with various slings and ropes. In the end, the Clydesdale appeared to be safe and unharmed. It took 50 personnel to do the job.
For Josh, nabbing exclusive footage is a thrill. But every stringer knows that bringing a compelling story to the screen is what it's all about.
It's really not even about whose stuff is the best. It's really about getting that story and making sure it gets on the air. If you weren't out there chasing it and collecting it and delivering it to these stations, it'd almost be like it never happened.